Three, two, one, zero.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Anyway, man, we definitely want to say a big shout out to everybody out there listening to us. And man, we're going to talk about some very important topics. And like I say, a big shout out to one of our new TV views, Makita. Makita work over there at the Cash American Pawn Shop. Shout out to her, man. She made a good deal with me with a nice little laptop and stuff for the TV station. And this is the reason that the TV station is on. Let's talk about this, y'all. Oh my gosh, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in Fort Worth. But the biggest thing that's going on in Fort Worth is that the city council has voted. They want a raise. I said the city council in Fort Worth, the new mayor and the new city council is asking for a raise. If they get this raise, you guys, they will be the highest paying city council and mayor in the state of Texas. Now, remind you, right now, the city council is only getting, let me see, I want to make sure I get this correct. I don't want to give y'all no false information because I think it's ridiculous. Let me see. Y'all pay attention to what's going on here. All right, y'all. Let me look for. I'm looking for it right now. Okay, right now, your mayor of Fort Worth is getting $29,000 a year. Your city council, your members of the city council are only getting $25,000 a year. Now, they want to jump that up to $76,000 a year. We talking about the city council. The city of Fort Worth wants to get $76,000 a year. This is only the city council. We're not even going to talk about the mayor a new pay raise. She wants $100,000 a year. That's what they are trying to vote for. And my thing is, are we going to allow these city council people to get this kind of money, knowing that we got a major problem with the homeless problem? We got so many people out there who are homeless, and we want to get a raise, knowing that we're taking money. That money that we're taking out, this money that we're taking out for them could be, could be going towards to help the homeless people out, to get a better shelter. And I'm not even through, y'all, because we got a lot to talk about. This one thing we're going to do on this show is we're going to talk about some very interesting topics that's happening because it needs to be addressed. We got a lot of major problems in our community. And I'm going to be the one that's going to help set it straight. We got to do a better job as a community and making sure that our community is being done fair. Now, you guys, we all sit up here and we vote for these people, get these people elected, and these people want to raise, and you ain't even been in the city council less than a year, and you already want to raise. But we got problems with the major community that's not happening. We want to waste money. We got the city. We want to pay, we ain't going to talk about $69.6 million for a new city hall, knowing that we got major problems in our community where we got gun violence on the rise. Nobody's spending any kind of money on that. See, and we're going to talk about something. We need to focus on what is the real issues in our community. And we got a major problem in our community, but we want to spend $69.6 million. And I ain't even got into that yet. We're going to get into that coming up later. But I just want to let you know, this is the type of problems that we're dealing with in our community. That's why it's important that we elect a real leader who is not only going to save this community money, but are going to spend the money in the right places. Because we got a major problem when we have this type of behavior going on, where these new, fresh city council people wants to get paid more. And I got a problem with that. You want to get paid more, but you're not doing the job that you're supposed to be doing. Then I heard everybody say, well, they haven't been here long enough. I don't care if they haven't been here long enough. The problem is The city is claiming that they are broke. We're not spending the money on the right thing to be spending the money on. We want to spend the money on the new city hall. It's like that little kid who say, I don't want this fire truck no more. I want a new fire truck. That's the problem. We should not be trying to direct this money on just anything. And this is a major problem in our community, in our county. When we have to spend this type of money on craziness. Okay? But now, your city council people is hollering for a raise. But you ain't even done anything. And not only are you asking for a raise, but you also, now, we're talking about you could be the highest paying city council in the state of Texas. Who cares? Who cares if you are the highest paying? Who cares if you're not? The residents of Fort Worth deserve better than that. And we deserve to be heard. Not only heard, but we deserve to do something different in our community. We do not want the city council, the mayor, to get a raise right now. This is ridiculous. That you want to raise at a particular time when we have major problems in our community. You want to waste money, $69.6 million on a new city hall when you could have just renovated it. Come on now. And you wonder why the community are not putting any trust in you. We are spending the money on the wrong places when we should be spending it on the right places. And this is what we have to start looking at. We have to start looking at where do the money benefit better from? We know we got problems with gun violence in our community. We got problems with our police officers who need to be retrained over again. So we need to spend money on reforming the police department. We need to spend money on making sure we educate our young men and women. Okay, we need to spend money on getting better jobs for the youth, because we already know that if we start putting these youth to work, this is going to help resolve the problems of gun violence in our community. If we start bringing the midnight basketball back to like it was back in the 90s, we will start seeing a better result of what's going on in our community. See, what do we need to do? Well, one thing I'm going to say we don't need to do, we do not need to have people like this in our city who wants a raise when the community haven't even seen you at work. And I'm hearing people say, well, they haven't been there a year yet. Give them. I don't care. Well, if they haven't been there a year, then they don't deserve a raise. Point blank. Okay? Let's be real. This is this reality. The reality is that our community, our leaders, our city officials do not need a raise right now. We need to see results, and we're not seeing the results in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm going to be real. We're not seeing a better community. We're not seeing a better connection in the community. So we do not want to see the city official and the city council get a raise until they are doing their jobs. And they're not doing their jobs. And this is a major problem in our community. This is a major problem in our community. If we want to make a difference in our community, then we need to stay focused on the real problems that's happening in our community. And giving the city council a raise is not the answer that we need in our community. The mayor will be getting $100,000 a year will be the highest paying mayor in the state of Texas. The city council will be getting a raise. $76,000 a year will be the highest paying city council in the state of Texas. I got a problem with that. And the problem that I have is you don't deserve to get a raise until we get this community back to where it needs to be. Until we get a better shelter for the homeless people. Until we do a better job of making sure that our homeless people is off the streets. We do not need to be spending this kind of money. We should be focusing on spending this kind of money on new buildings to be able to put the homeless in. New programs to be able to put the homeless in. This is what we should be spending this money on. Who cares about you getting $100,000 raise? I don't care. That is not a concern of this community. It's not a concern of this community. And we need to do a better job in making sure that we are working together to make some major noise in this community. And it's not happening. It is not happening because we as a society, we as a community do not pay attention to what is going on at our city leaders, at our city council. This is a major problem right here in Fort Worth, Texas. And this is the reason that our city officials do not need a raise. We do not need a raise. They do not deserve a raise right now until we see results. And we're not seeing results in this community. We're not seeing it. So do they deserve a raise? No, they don't deserve a raise. Keep what you got, because right now, if you ask me, I don't think you deserve no raise. But you know what's going to happen? David Cook, the city manager, is going to approve this money for them to get the raise. Yeah, I said it. You got your main man, because he want to raise who? David Cooks, because the minute that the minute that the city council get a raise, they're gonna get a city manager raise. But I ain't seeing no work that you're doing in the low income area community. But you want to raise. I got a problem with that. You do not deserve a raise until you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. $100,000 a year when we got major problems in our community, when we got gun violence on the rise in Fort Worth, Texas, when we got programs that do not exist anymore because y'all claiming y'all don't got the money, but you got the money to get a raise, but you don't have it in your budget to be able to do more for the community. And this is a major problem. This is what we're doing. We're putting the money in the wrong places. This is what we're doing. The city officials, city council is putting the money in the wrong place. Now, you told the community that you was going to put the money in the right place. And you're not doing that. I'm not hearing anything from any city officials of what have you done. I want to know, what have you done? This is what I want to know. I'm not seeing that. We as a community should not allow this to take place in our community. We should not allow this to take place. We got major problems in our community, and it's not right. What are we going to do to focus on the real issue that's happening in our community? We'll come back to that. All right, y'all. Last year, the city of Fort Worth approved for a new city hall building. They approved for $69.6 million. Boy, this is a lot of money being wasted. It is a lot of money being wasted. I understand that we need to do change at the city hall, but I think the money would have been better benefited if we could have got a affordable contractor, a black contractor, to come in to that city hall and remodel the city hall. I think if we would have spent more money to make sure we could have got it affordable. But see, the problem is the city officials are not, they're jumping up and they're not really focusing on how to make it better. Their interest is not your interest, people. Well, I'm trying to make sure I say this right. I don't want to be tongue twisted. The problem in this community is that they rather put more money either into their pockets or they rather spend it on stuff that they don't need. Just like a kid who wants that toy. That big kid, he rather have that fire truck. He don't want the old one no more. He no longer want to play with the old fire truck because he wants that big one. And this is the problem. So now we got a new Pier 1 building that's going to, and they haven't even moved into the building yet. Kelly Gray told me that it could be the end of this year, sometime in 2023, before they even move into the building. All I can say is we have a major problems in our community. And the problem is that we're spending the money on the wrong places. You want a $100,000 raise, but we got homeless problems. Homeless living all on the streets. Under the bridge. You go under the bridge on Lancaster, you see them under the bridge. We don't care, do we? You know why we don't care? Because all we focusing on is us. Me. That's what it's all about. It's definitely ain't about the community. It is definitely not about the residents. It is definitely not about the citizens of Fort Worth, Texas. And this is one of the biggest problems that I have. $69.6 million on a new Pier 1 building. There is a lot of money that is going through that city hall, but it's not going in the right direction. The money is money going all through that building. But what have your local city council has done since he been in office? If you had to give him a 6-month grade, what type of grade would you give it? It's going to be a year. It's going to be a year coming up this year. But the question I want to know, what major move have you made since you've been in office? This is what I want to know. What type of move have you made? We're going to take a quick break. Shout out to CW. Shout out to Mr. Dion Balla, our program director. I am your man, Donnell Balla, a.k.a. Donnie B. Right here on Donnie B TV. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about a lot of different stuff. But again, we're spending $69.6 million on a new building, a new city hall building. Because we want to make it bigger. We need bigger space. But we got an old rusted homeless shelter. that is not being redone, then also they're saying that this man that owns it, runs the nonprofit organization, is pocketing money too. So money in this city is being wasted and not put on the right thing to be put on. I'm going to say it again. The money that the city officials and the nonprofit organization for the homeless shelter are putting money on things that they should not be putting the money on. We should have an audit that should be investigating the city of Fort Worth of what they're doing with their money.
Powerhouses. One epic night. It's Maxwell's Night Tour. With Anthony Hamilton. Come on, feel me, baby. And Joe. Tell me what I gotta do. The Night Tour, starring Maxwell. Featuring Anthony Hamilton and Joe. Visit bpctickets.com. Brought to you by the Black Promoters Collective.
Hey, what's going down, everybody? My name is Johnny L. Ballard, a.k.a. Johnny B, right here. Make sure you check out Johnny B TV Monday through Friday, right here at 10 p.m. on your local TV station, Channel 49 TV. As we talk about important hot topics, celebrity news, community, never know who's going to be a guest on the show. Check us out. It's going down, Johnny B TV.
We've been through a crazy time with this pandemic, but thank God we made it through.
Now come join the celebration at Festival of Praise. It's Fred Hammond with Hezekiah Walker. Every praise. Plus Marvin Sapp. April 24th at the Texas Trust CU Theater in Grand Prairie. A night to thank God for all he's done at the 2022 Festival of Praise. Get tickets at AXS.com. Produced by the Silent Partner.
Hey, what's going down, everybody? My name is Johnny L. Ballard, a.k.a. Johnny B, right here. Make sure you check out Johnny B TV Monday through Friday, right here at 10 p.m. on your local TV station, Channel 49 TV. As we talk about important hot topics, celebrity news, community, never know who's going to be a guest on the show. Check us out. It's going down, Johnny B TV.
3 vocal powerhouses. One epic night. It's Maxwell's Night Tour. With Anthony Hamilton. Come on, feel me, baby. And Joe. Tell me what I gotta do. The Night Tour, starring Maxwell. Featuring Anthony Hamilton and Joe. Visit bpctickets.com. Brought to you by the Black Promoters Collective.
We've been through a crazy time with this pandemic, but thank God we made it through.
Now come join the celebration at Festival of Praise. It's Fred Hammond with Hezekiah Walker. Praise, plus Marvin Sapp. April 24th at the Texas Trust CU Theater in Grand Prairie. A night to thank God for all he's done at the 2022 Festival of Praise. Get tickets at AXS.com. Produced by the Silent Partner.
You can check us out, and every night we're going to have a different person call into the show. We're going to talk to them because we want to talk about some real important topics that is happening. And I want to say a big shout out to our new view, Makita. She's tuned in to us, and thank you, girl, for helping me out with the new laptop. We had to get a new laptop for us to keep the TV show going and the TV station going. And again, we also want to thank a shout out to my mother, Minister Mary Valor, who tuned in to us. Nikki, the Vice President of United by Justice. And also, man, let's talk about this real quick, y'all. Super Bowl is this coming up Sunday, y'all. And I'm excited. They are expecting hot. When I say a out the change, halftime, we got Dr. Dre, we got Snoop Dogg, we got Mary J. Blige, and they also said that Brandy did the anthem for the NFC. I didn't even know that. I just show you there's a lot of new stuff. And also, man, there's been a big protest that's been happening upstate over a no-knock thing. And I still haven't had a chance to talk to a professional police officer about that, and also the rules here in Fort Worth, Texas. So that's something we're going to have to also talk about. Shout out to Kelly Elliott Gray. I'm still trying to get her on the TV show because she's the director for the AIDS outreach here in Fort Worth and Tarrant County. And I need to get with her so we can get her on the show, y'all. But again, man, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to us. And remember, y'all, if it is to be, it's up to you. And shout out to my friend Ship them over there in Houston, Texas. Y'all can check out their show every Sunday at 8 p.m. They're doing the real big. They're watching us right now. And also, early voting, you guys, will be starting. Early voting will be starting on what day? We'll talk about that tomorrow. It's coming up on Valentine's Day through February the 25th. And again, our dear friend is running for Justice of the Peace. Yes, right, y'all. She is running for Justice of the Peace, man. We gotta get her elected. She don't know who she is. All right, y'all. Remember, if it is to be something you make a difference, we'll see you tomorrow right here at 10 p.m.